All right, in this lesson, we're going to continue talking about getting banner ads created. And here we're going to discuss resources for doing that. And the first, as I mentioned in the last lesson, we have here is called canbanners.com, which is a great resource that we can use that has template banners that are very simple to get started with. Any level can see good results with them, and relatively very low priced. And I was going to get into their platform because you can actually come here and start playing around without any financial commitment. You can see what kind of ads you can get created. But I noticed that they have a short little video here. It's 2 minutes, and it does a much better job of explaining it, probably with less uhs and ands than I would do. So let's just watch that real quick.
Hi, and welcome to CanBanner. It's easy to do and think online faster and for a lot less money. So, let's pretend I have a catering company and I want to generate some new business. I'm at the home page and I'm going to click Browse the Templates to get started. Now I'm going to find a template that I like. This banner is available in a few standard sizes that almost all websites will accept. I'm just going to select one size. I'll hit Next, and now I can see the full-size version of the banner ad along with all my options. Now we'll get started customizing this template. I've got some text prepared that I'll type in now. Notice that we can't see the text that I typed into the first box. Let's quickly replay the ad to see the beginning of the animation. I'm going to go back to the second text box and hit Enter to balance this text out. Next, where it says Link, I'll type the address of my website. Now let's add my images. I'll add my logo first. Now I can resize and crop my logo. I can click and drag to move my image, and I can zoom in and out. I'll move the crop area so that it's on top of the logo and drag the black square to expand it. I'll finish by hitting crop in the upper right. Now you can see the logo in the banner. Next, I'll click Image 2 to add one of my photos. Again, I'll use the same tools to crop this photo. Now I'll choose a color and a font for my banner. The last set of options is different for every banner. In this case, you can change the edge around the photo. I'm going to keep it simple and choose the straight line.
Alright guys, so you get the idea. You might be thinking, why did you make us watch a demonstration video? Well, part of the reason is because I think that some people might come here and say, okay, well, here's retail, here's real estate, I don't know what that is, music, and they're going to say, hey, I'm in fitness and none of these ads, templates are relatable to what I'm wanting to promote. Well, as you saw there in his example, he took something that was travel and turned it into a restaurant banner. So, I wanted you to see that you can take any of these banners and turn them into something that's applicable to whatever you're promoting. All right, so let's go over to the next one that we said was good, and that's 99 Designs. Right now, I'm just finished running a contest. If you want to run a contest for banner design, it's going to cost $145. And for me, that sounds like a lot of money. I'm sure maybe for some people it wouldn't be, and for some people it would be even more than I think it is. But one of the good things is here is that, yeah, we get it for $145 for one. But, you can go to all the losers here, the ones that didn't get chosen, and probably just say, hey, I'll buy it, I don't even know, all the way down to $5, depending on what they'll accept. Because essentially it's free money for them, because if they don't win the contest and then you just walk away, what are they going to do with that banner? They're probably just going to trash it. So they might as well take the extra payment. You can buy the rights to that banner at a very low price, and you end up walking away with, $145, yeah, for one, but then the rest are going to be really dirt cheap. So I want to show you here, I did one for a dental company that I'm associated with, and I got 86 entries, which are 86 banners, and I ended up having, let's go ahead and look at it, 27, I believe off the top of my head, I ended up having 27 designers submit 86 entries. And yeah, you'll see here we have 27. And you'll see, I'm going to pull up a different view, which is by designer. And you're going to see, okay, we got shock imagery, we've got aspirational, And there's a lot here because I did end the contest that were eliminated or withdrawn. But you get the idea. What happened is that I gave them basic instructions about some of the text that I went in there. I didn't give them a whole lot, to be honest. I wanted to give them the freedom to start creating. And in one round, they come up with submitting some designs. Then you look that over and you make suggestions. You tell people, I'm sorry, but that's just way off the mark, or that's kind of close. And you move along in the process. So that's great because you get a ton of designs. The bad part about it is if you're just getting started out, or even if you're an expert in marketing, a lot of times people have difficulty expressing exactly what they want to another person. And if you're not very good at that, this might be difficult. So that's the difficulty. The other part that's very difficult is look at all these images that we have to sift through. And sorry guys, I asked for some shock imagery, and I know it's hard to look at, but guess what? It gets your eye over there. If you're looking at all these banners, and it's even more overwhelming when it doesn't have the white eliminated over it, even expert marketers are going to say this is a little difficult to gauge what is the best design here. And to be honest, we never will know. We'll never know until we test them. That's the honest truth, what we've been saying in some of the past lessons. But yeah, so that's 99 designs. That gives you an idea about how this process works. And now I'm going to look at it as a case study. And I ended up choosing this as the winning design, not necessarily because I think that it's the best banner here, but it was just one in a series of banners that this designer submitted, and he submitted the most designs, and it seemed like he really tried the hardest. And in order to reward him for that effort, I went ahead and awarded this banner the winner. And let's go ahead and break it down and see how it stands up. So I think, first of all, sorry, it is ugly, but I think it does a good job as far as the image goes to drawing the viewer in. And you have the two sets of teeth there, and the headline, "Need affordable dental." So that's both very relevant. And then the placement, though, of the save the 75% in Mexico is a little bit awkward, and it kind of breaks down once we go under "Need affordable dental." And then we see prices, which is sort of contained in a button, but it's not really shaped like a button, and it really helps with the click-through rate if you have a button. Also, it kind of gets washed out here. You got orange with white text. Anything with white text with a yellow or an orange background is not really standing out too much. And one of the good things here with Algodone's Dentist Review is that it's not so prominent. Some of the other ad designs put it in a very prominent space, but it's not really adding any extra juice to the banner here. It's it's not a recognized brand. You don't instantly recognize what you're getting with this. It's just for a little bit of social credibility. It's with a logo, but it shouldn't be domineering in this format. And the thing about 99 Designs, before you finalize it, I need to stress this. Make sure that you get the PSD file so that you can edit the text later. That way you can open it up in Photoshop, and if you need to do some minor changes or maybe varying degrees of photos, you don't have to find this designer or find another designer to do the edits. You can do them yourself in Photoshop. So make sure to get the PSD if you're going to use 99 Designs. Alright, so the last resource that we have here is a website called bannersnack.com, and I like Bannersnack if you want to go ahead and give a shot at making your own banners. And instead of going over to Photoshop or maybe Microsoft Paint, we can go here, and they have a lot of formatted stuff that we can use to get a banner going. And so let's get started, and I'm going to show you how we can use this tool. Now, if you remember in last lessons, we've said let's refer to our competitors' banners. Why try and reinvent the wheel? Let's look at what's trending, what's working for them, and then not necessarily copy it, but let's borrow from it for inspiration. And we're going to do so here. So right here, this is a Groupon 300 by 250 that I found. So we're going to say 300 by 250 and use that. And then we're going to find an image. And the cool thing I like about this is it makes it super easy. Is we can use Flickr to find images, and I found a few, 1950s here, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And just entire banner uses background. And then we have this text here, and we can go to clip art if we want to have some kind of background like this. So we're going to choose this. We'll go here. We don't really want to cover our eyes up here, so we'll do that. And let's go with the color. Then we'll do the same thing again. Oh, I got it flipped. There. And there we go. Let's do the same color. And we got one more, right? So add clip art, go here. That's a little bit big. Alright, so let's add our text. We got spend less money, spend less, do it just like they to be mom's favorite. Okay, let's move it on there. There we go. And Mother's Day, let's add text. Alright. Let's move this like that. And then we see we got a little call to action to make it like a button. Let's add that too. So we add clip art. I got a bunch of stuff in here. Let's find something. Bingo. Get it in there and let's resize it. Alright, and where this is actually one of our offers, we can throw our logo in here, and look at that, that's pretty close right there, right? And we can do this for $14 a month, and there's a lot of things you can do, and we can actually make it animated by going to a new slide and having something happen here. So you're going to get accustomed to using this platform if you choose to make your own banners, and I hope that was helpful. Alright.